Hey guys, iPod Cover King here, and if you follow me on Twitter, you do know that I did purchase a Google Nexus 7 tablet. Now, as many of you also know, I am an iOS user. I have an iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, and I really like what Apple's doing with their iOS software. I just prefer it just because I like the simplicity, the overall user experience, and how Apple not controls the whole operating system, but I just like Apple as a company and their choices in which they provide with their products. But like I said, I did purchase. There's a weird noise out there. Hopefully that's not showing through video. But I did purchase a Google Nexus 7, and I'm very, very happy with it. And in this video, it's not going to be a review, but I am going to be talking about why I did purchase a Nexus 7, as I do have an iPad, which is fully capable of all the things the Nexus 7 can do. This is the iPad 2, which I'll show you right now. It does have an iCarbon skin on it, which I think it looks really cool. Shout out to DPNH, youtube.com/DaveNH for giving this to me. But anyway, that's beside the point. I do have an iPad 2. Yes, technically the Google Nexus 7 is faster, better as far as performance, but I just do prefer the iPad, overall. And still, I do like the iPad more than the Nexus 7. However, there are some specific reasons why I did pick the Google Nexus 7, in which I do have Evernote open on the Google Nexus 7, just to show you guys, refresh my mind of why I did purchase this. So we're going to start off by saying, I kind of just did say this, but this is not replacing my iPad. That's just a quick disclaimer. Like I said, there's some stuff I need on this that are not available for Android or the Google Play market, and I just prefer this screen size for more, I'm not moving around the house kind of thing. I'm just sitting in one place in a chair or whatever and watching YouTube videos, and I just prefer the layout and the software for iOS, even though I have used Android for like 4 days. But this is not replacing my iPad, so that's just a quick disclaimer. And then we're going to start with the reasons. It's a brand new operating system and experience for me to use and try out. Now, like I said, I'm an iOS user. However, I am open to new software and new things. I'm not a hater on Android. I just prefer iOS because I like the operating system. Like I said, I like the user experience. However, if I'm gonna talk about Android and judge Android and just maybe make videos about Android, I need a full-fledged Android tablet. And I just really wanted to try something out, because when I get a new Apple product, it's kind of like the same thing. It may have better specs or new features, but generally the way I use it and the operating system is the same. You can even say it's from 2007 to 2012. The interface is relatively stay the same. Well, not with Android, and this is a completely different user experience, as you can see right here. It just looks completely different, it feels completely different, and I just really wanted something to try out and use. So that's number one reason, is a brand new operating system and experience for me to use and try out. And then also known as I wanted to try something new. So, and that's the first reason. The second reason is the 7-inch form factor lets me easily be able to use this tablet for everyday tasks, such as web browsing, watching videos, and playing simple games. One thing, this is a big reason, is because the form factor. I really, really love this form factor. It's not, if, for example, my iPhone, if we compare it from my cell phone, this is my iPhone 4, to a Google Nexus 7, if you can see that in the shot, completely different. But if we compare a Google Nexus 7 to an iPad, get out here, they also are completely different sizes. So this is like the sweet spot. It's not like really small phone operations with one hand, but this is kind of hold the tablet in one hand and use the other hand to do your tasks, which I really like this interface. If I turn my chair around, I can just hold it in one hand and I can easily watch YouTube videos. It's a big enough screen for me to actually see the detail in YouTube videos, but not big enough so it's heavy, and when I'm playing games, the form factor is very easy for me to just, it's so, shut up! Now I need to redo the whole video. But what I was trying to say there is I just really like the size of this tablet, and it's just a really, really nice sweet spot from a phone, such as an iPhone, to a tablet such as an iPad. I just really, really like this form factor for just, general usage, just playing games, web browsing, watching videos. So that is number 2. Number 3 is this tablet is very fast and the specs are very impressive, especially for a $200 tablet. Now, I always thought my iPad 2 was fast, and my iPad 2 is actually technically slower than this Nexus 7, just because this is quad-core processor, Tegra 3, has a gigabyte of RAM, and overall the specs are just better than this iPad 2, coming in at like dual-core processor, a full i5 chip, and 512 megabytes of RAM, which this is faster technically, but the operating system makes it just about as fast as my iPad 2, because Android kind of is more customizable and has a little more stuff in the screen, so it's not as simple as just swiping across home screens and playing simple games where everything is just in applications on the iPad. This is a little more technical. I think Android needs more specs to be powered and be up to par with the iPad in terms of speed and lagginess, and that combined with Project Butter, the speed combined with Project Butter on this specific Google Nexus 7 on Android 4.1 really just makes this tablet an awesome tablet to use, which is one of the reasons I just did not like Android, is because you needed a really fast processor to be able to handle the operations with Android, but that combined with Project Butter makes this really a nice fast tablet for me to use. Then now number 4 is to make Android videos on YouTube. Now that will really expand my content because, like I said, I'm an iOS user and I make videos on iPhone, iPod Touch, and iPad. But it'd be pretty cool to make specific Android operating system videos on, such as not just specifically the Google Nexus 7, like Android app reviews, tweaks, whatever is in the Android world. I am still new to Android, but it'd still be cool to me to learn with you guys and just make videos on YouTube, as well as specific Nexus 7 videos, such as I will do a review, as well as maybe some gaming videos. I don't know, whatever you guys want to see. Leave them down in the comment section if you have any suggestions, but that would be definitely nice to expand my library of videos on, which I can produce on YouTube. So that was number 4, and then number 5 is to easily use Google's programs as they're integrated in the operating system. Now, I really like Google. I use Google obviously as a search engine. I use Gmail. I use, all their Google product or software, but I will be able to use a lot more of them because it comes preloaded with all their applications. And of course, as it is a Google product, they're integrated in the operating system, so I can easily +1 a video or a tweet or an article easily on this Nexus 7. And overall, I can easily use Google's products and programs as they are preloaded in the operating system. So that was go back to that. That was number 5. And finally, number 6 is the price. I found out that the best way to, choose an Android tablet was a Nexus. And Nexus is obviously because it's pure Google. Google makes the operating system. And I figured that Google should make, design what the product should look like, and it will get the newest updates. And I kind of did like a UK accent right there accidentally. But it'll get the newest updates, and it will, I don't know, it just, obviously it's made by Google, and will get the newest updates and all the new Google stuff, and it's pure Google, no overlays or skins on top of the operating system, which I am really a fan of, and that's why I pick a Nexus. And for the price to be $200, that is an absolute steal. This is the 16 gig model, so it is $250. But either way, $200 to $300, $400 even, I'd still pick a Nexus, just because it is pure Google and I like the operating system. Just to be more Google, and Google designs what it looks like. No Samsung overlay or skin, or I don't get the latest updates because this thing will probably get 4.2 or Kiwi or whatever they call it, the new update in Android, free directly from Google, just because it is made by Google. But the price is obviously an awesome, selling point, because $200, like I said, an absolute steal, and I really, the price really drew me in because I'm not going to spend $500 on an Android tablet. Maybe later, but because I have an iPad, because I don't really need this, but $200 kind of motivated me in the right way, so that was a big selling point for me, and pretty much a big selling point for all of you Nexus 7 buyers or waiters or whatever. They're going to be buying a Nexus 7 or already did buy Nexus 7. The price point was probably a selling point for you. But yeah, that's basically sells it for this video. I did read off all my list. I really like Android. I liked it more than I thought I would, just because I like being able to, customize the operating system. There are things that I do miss in Android that are in iOS, such as tap the notification bar to scroll up the page, and simple little things like that that Android do miss in Android. But then again, there are some things I really like about Android that will not come to iOS anytime soon, such as bypassing the lock screen. So I did install a tweak like this. Basically, just click that and it automatically wakes up the lock screen, and customizing to the full extent like this. But I don't think Apple will do this anytime soon, because that's just not how the operating system was designed. I don't think it'll look like Android, like I said, anytime soon, but that's just because they're two different operating systems. But I just really was excited to get my hands on this and to use it as an everyday tablet. Once again, love the form factor, and just I really like this tablet overall. I can definitely recommend it to anyone who has Android phone, maybe a massive phone. This is a Galaxy Note. It'll still be really noticeably be bigger in size, but just because, and a lot of people may be wondering, oh, well, it's a 7-inch size. What if I have a 4.8-inch phone? Will it feel different? Yeah. I held a Galaxy Note, just a little story. I held a Galaxy Note and then an iPhone in hand, completely different. And that's kind of the similar effect to this, because 4.8 inches to 7 inches is a big leap. And it really feels different from, a big phone and a 7-inch tablet. But like I said, this tablet I think is for everyone who has a big tablet or a big phone, or anyone. Maybe this is their first tablet, first electronic. I don't know. This is just a great tablet for pretty much anyone, I found. Non-tech savvy or tech savvy, because this is a Nexus. You can root it for those tech savvy people. Anyway, I'm getting really off topic right now, but that is about it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe up above, and that will let you know when I post a new video. That's about it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.